In general, any accumulation of financial profit leads to extraction of money from economic circulation. Whereas the financial volume of accumulated financial profit may not be created by any means other than financial emission of central bank, may not be created in real economic process. By the time until this financial amount is not emitted by central bank, this amount is extracted from economic circulation. Therefore the financial volume in economic circulation is reduced by this amount, leading to the financial deficit in economic circulation. This means that the accumulation of money reserve, accumulation of potential ownership, leads to the extraction of money from economic circulation. It is evident that financially deficient economic subjects cannot accumulate financial profit, and thus their financial profits return back into the economic circulation. Economic subjects that accumulate financial profits extract the money from economic circulation and create the financial deficit in economic circulation. Financial deficit in economic circulation leads to real economic process degeneration, economic potential deactivation and increase of financial dependence. Financial deficit and financial dependence led to the debt increase and to the financial profit accumulation by banks, leading to the increase of money extraction from economic circulation and financial deficit in economic circulation. This is debt deadlock that leads to the never-ending increase of macroeconomic debt. The possibility of banks to lend many times greater volumes of money than the real available money in banks leads to extreme extraction of money from economic circulation, whereas the non-existent money loans are repaid directly from the volume of money in economic circulation, and extremely increases the financial profit accumulation by banks leading to money extraction from economic circulation by financial profit accumulation. The central bank, financial emitter, is infinite financial source, whereas money is virtual value, and the source of money is limited only by the physical representation, which is also largely a virtual, digital form. Whereas the financial emitter is infinite and thus represents the total monopoly and total competitive predominance over banks, an essential necessity for the existence and profit of the banks is to eliminate this competition, which means that the fundamental interest of the banks is to control the financial emitter, which can only be accomplished by the privatization of total monopoly of the financial emitter by the private banking cartel, creating the private total monopoly and total economic domination. Whereas financial emitter is the only source of money, financial emission in the form of loan is totally absurd and irrational system, whereas interest represents a request for the financial volume increase, but only financial emitter can increase the financial volume. In addition, the loan represents only a temporary economic circulation of money. That means the interest of the financial emitter extracts the money from temporary economic circulation, which is totally absurd and irrational, and causally and deterministically leads to the total extraction of the money from economic circulation, which means that such financial system is totally destructive. The current Western financial system, in principle, does not allow any other solution of financial deficiency in economic circulation than an increase of the debt and the increase of the extraction of money from economic circulation, which is totally absurd and irrational, exposing the deep fraudulent, irrational, sociopathic and schizophrenic character of the Western financial system. Money, financial medium, financial system and financial emitter generate an auxiliary financial environment for the efficient execution of complex and compound economic processes and increased efficiency of economic processes. Financial system, financial emitter and financial medium are inseparable realities of financial environment. Financial environment is the wide societal agreement on which the society altogether is strongly dependent, and only the equitable amounts of financial medium can be the subject of ownership as an economic medium, in accordance with the wide societal agreement, financial environment. Financial environment may not be the subject of private ownership, because that means the absurd private ownership of the wide societal agreement, of which the owner may be only the society, whereas the agreement is wide and societal. Without the wide societal agreement, the financial environment dissolves. The current chaos and its amplitudes in the financial environment cannot mean anything other than significant uncertainty of the value of the financial medium, exposing the serious systemic errors of financial system. What makes the financial market snakes fluctuate so uniformly? the value of the real enterprises or the value of virtual financial medium. Fools on the financial markets think that the dollar is a fixed point in the universe, but the game is over and it is time for reality. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is free. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.